This week has been insane, emotionally exhausting, with lots of ups and lots of downs. I don't even know where to start, honestly. There have been many pros this week, many emotional cons, the scale change. I had some crazy non-scale victories. I tried some clothes on this week, and they're clothes that I've worn before that have been comfortable, just, not perfect. And to see how much weight loss truly changes what you look like. And I know, you lose weight, you look different, but it's just I am so proud. I'm so proud. I actually was supposed to film this yesterday, but I was so afraid that the scale was wrong that I held off filming it. And I went and got on the scale again this morning just to make sure that the scale was right, because I'm crazy and I don't believe the scale. And even getting on it once a week, I still don't believe it. And I'm like, oh, I need to test it. Yeah. Whew. It's been a week. So let's start with non-scale victories. I'm currently on my way to go get groceries because I'm basically out. Well, I mean, not out, but I'm just out of all the things that I should be eating. So we're on our way to go get some groceries. And I did a online pickup so that I can just go pick up the food. And while yes, I still do go to the grocery store, it's easier if I don't go. Less time wasted, less chances for me to pick up things that I don't need to pick up, less temptation, more time for working out. I just saw the cutest guy working out. I wanted to stop and ask him if he would be my workout buddy. Walking around the neighborhood that I walk around in. So, some fun things that happened this week. I went running yesterday in a shirt and realized that it was so big on me that it didn't look right. When I took a video of myself for my TikTok in this shirt, and I was like, this doesn't look right. It looked so sloppy because it was so oversized, and it wasn't cute oversized. It was that shirt's 3 sizes too big for you oversized. Got new leggings, and I purchased a size lower than I had been wearing, thinking, oh, I'll just wear these when I get down to that size. So I originally started in a 4X from Fabletics, which is I think they call it 22, 24. And then I bought 3X. About the 3Xs earlier this year, probably June or July, something along those lines. So then I bought the 2X, thinking that it'll be my gift to myself, and I'll wear them when I get down to the point where I can wear them, and where they're comfortable and they don't suffocate and they don't try to roll off of me. Leggings sometimes roll off of you. And it'll be my gift to myself, for that much weight loss, right? I have them on right now. And I know everybody always says not to buy a lot of clothing, or that not to not buy clothing, but that buying clothing when you're losing weight is one of the most expensive things. I get it, and yes, Fabletic leggings are a little expensive, but I feel like it's such a nice reward to have new leggings that aren't worn out, they fit me well, and they're in cool colors, and I feel good working out in them. So I'm very pleased to tell you that I'm fitting into a size 2X in Fabletics leggings now, which is an 18.8, which is insane. So the scale says I'm down 53 pounds. Yeah, 53 pounds. Can you believe that? Here at the good old Wally World. I just parked and told them that I'm here, so they'll bring my groceries out in a second. Ugh. 53 pounds. Like I said, I got on the scale 2 days in a row just to make sure the number was right because I didn't believe it myself. I got this sweater that you can't see. This Alaska sweater. I got this in May of last year when we went to Alaska, and it fit, but it was a little tight, and my mom just commented, and it's loose on me too. So a lot of non-scale victories with clothing, and it feels nice. It feels nice to have clothes that like are oversized. And it's gonna get expensive, I know. Like, I can't buy myself new Fabletics leggings every single time I go down a pant size. I mean, maybe I could buy one pair. One pair is reasonable. One pair of leggings is reasonable per, like, weight loss goal or whatever I want to call it. But 53 pounds since June 1st. But it hasn't been like a great week. Like, that's great. But like, so Tuesday, I wanted sushi. And I told myself no. And I didn't plan very well in advance. I just knew that I'd been craving sushi and I had already had it. So I had sushi twice this week, which is not keto. I had it, I think, Sunday, and then I had it Wednesday. I broke down and got it Wednesday. But Tuesday, I really wanted the sushi. And instead of eating the sushi, I went and ran 2.5 miles. And I got back from my run, and I was so emotional about doing the right thing, about doing something that's good for my body, that I'm laughing now, but like, I straight up cried. No joke. I started like just tearing up with how happy I was that I was treating myself right. I think they're here with my groceries. Yeah, they are. So I straight up cried. And it wasn't like a sadness. It was like, I was so happy. I was so happy. I've never cried from being so happy in life before. Like, I cried because I treated myself right. And I made the right decision. And I felt good about it. And I've never experienced that before. So that was a first, for sure. That was a first for sure. And then Wednesday, I budgeted my calories correctly. I got sushi. I only had 2 rolls. I didn't go over my calories. I was actually in a calorie deficit. I ate as little carbs as I could other than the sushi. And I didn't get any super high carb sauces. So I would call that a victory, because I ended up eating the sushi, and I'm eating less of it, and I'm cutting out the carbs where I can, but I'm still satisfying the one craving that I couldn't kick. And I know there's going to be people out there that see this video and listen to this and say, well, if you did straight up keto and you just were keto and just, you know, suffered through the fat adaptation where you're just not eating the carbs at all, you wouldn't crave the sushi. I get it, I hear you, but I think that my personality and knowing how many times I failed doing keto because I slip up and then I neglect myself and I feel shitty about myself, those things, because I've tried this before in the past and I failed so hard. I'd eat it and then that would be the excuse for why I jump off. Instead of letting one meal be the excuse that I fall off my weight loss journey, I'm using that meal as a tool, I guess you could say. Keto is a tool to weight loss for me, but I'm using eating sushi once a week as a tool to get me through the week. It's my meal. I mean, and I had it twice this week, but I'm also down 53 pounds, so I think it's working pretty well, if I do say so myself. So if you're seeing this and you've fallen off weight loss journeys before and you feel like you're suffering, please don't let one meal be the deciding factor on whether you lose weight or not. If you need to eat the meal to feel okay about life or whatever it is you're going through, eat the freaking meal, and then hop back on the train. I know there's gonna be a lot of keto purists out there that disagree with me, but that is how I function. And I don't call it a cheat meal, it's just a meal with higher carbs that allows me, I look forward to it. And I don't feel like I'm neglecting myself, and I don't feel like I'm restricting myself. I think this is what I need in life to lose the weight. So if you're like a keto purist that only eats 20 carbs a day and is really strict on themselves, like, good for you, but also please don't come for me, because I can't do it that way. I've done it that way in the past and it didn't work for me, and I failed like 3 times on keto. I use that cheat meal as a, oh, I can just go eat whatever I want, and then I never hop back on. So this is me doing it my way. 53 pounds. Sorry. Oh, I'm so happy. So then, other than my 2 sushi dates, I've done really well this week. I've really been diving into bacon and avocado, eating a lot of BLT wraps. I did some baking this week. I made pumpkin cheesecake, I guess pumpkin cupcakes with cheesecake ice. Not cheesecake, cream cheese. What's wrong with me? I made pumpkin cupcakes with cream cheese frosting, which were really good, and they were keto, and they're 3 grams of carbs each. And then I made a peanut butter bark, which was really good. And I ate well. I ate between 1,500 and 1,800 calories this week. I had one day I ate an extra serving of chicken fried rice, and I think I ended up eating about 2,100 calories that day. But it was chicken cauliflower rice, so the carbs are, again, really low. Ate a lot of Greek salad this week too, which is good. So yeah, your girl ate well. I'm going to grab a few groceries at Publix right now, and I'll show you guys what I picked up at both stores when I'm gonna get home. Time to go home. I spent a lot more time in there than I expected. Let's go home and do a grocery haul. A keto grocery haul. I'm treating myself with a Diet Coke from McDonald's. If you're a Diet Coke fan, then you should agree that not all Diet Coke is created equal, and McDonald's Diet Coke is #1. Okay, so I ran to Publix. These were BOGO, so I'm gonna try them. I got 4 different flavors. They're all like 2 or 3 grams of carbs per serving, so I'll be eating those with either the broccoli or these pita breads that are low carb. And then I bought meatballs because they were BOGO, but then I realized I already had meatballs in my Walmart order, so now I have lots of meatballs. And this is a new Bang flavor that I haven't tried yet, so I'm gonna try this one this week. I don't normally buy Bangs at Publix because they're more expensive, but I haven't seen this flavor yet, so that'll be interesting. And I've been wanting to try this cold brew. I haven't had Stoke yet, but I've been hearing really good things about it. It's low carb, so. And then of course cashews for snacking. This is my main grocery order. So you have all the staples, you have the ground beef, the chicken, the rice cauliflower, the frozen veggies, the fresh veggies, when I'm in a rush and I just need to eat something, hot dogs, energy drinks. I don't normally buy singles. I normally get like a bunch at a time, but they were out of my flavor that I like to drink, so we're just doing these 2. I got sugar-free Jell-O. I'm going to be making a recipe that's like sugar-free Jell-O and heavy whipping cream, and you just mix it together and then you freeze it, and it's kind of like low-carb ice cream. So trying that for the first time this week. I had it, I feel like I had it like a year ago, but I haven't ever had it. I haven't had it in the last 6 months or so. So I'm doing that this week. I got this Birch Bender brownie cup. I know you can make mug cakes, but sometimes I just don't feel like eating mug cakes and I just want to make something fast. More meatballs, spinach, parm, You know, all the typical stuff. But if you're new to keto or you're just looking for some inspiration, because we all get tired of eating the same stuff all the time, I'll put a list of meals right here of what I'm gonna be making this week with these groceries. Because I know it's hard to tell, like, oh, she bought this, and this, but what is she actually making? So maybe that'll give you some inspiration for your meals this week. And if you guys like these grocery shopping hauls, let me know in the comments, because I don't know if this is something that I should be sharing or not, if people are interested at all. I know one thing for sure, I'm not gonna be running out of meatballs anytime soon. Whew, finally got all the groceries put away. Made myself some water, some Jello, orange Jello. It's my favorite flavor. I know that I said that I was going to make that Jello and heavy whipping cream thing, and I have more Jello. I just really wanted some orange Jello today. Oh, so good. True for Jello. Mint. So, well, where does this all leave us? I'm grateful. So grateful for where I am. And I know 53 pounds is a lot, but I know, just knowing my body and the fact that I've already had a little stall when we were back at 45 or so, that I'll have another one, but I have all of these progress pictures. Like this one, where I'm in clothing that used to be tight and is now like baggy on me. So I'm glad that I have this to look back on. I'm glad that I started with the pictures and the videos from day one so that I can remind myself that even if the scale is not moving, the clothes are getting looser and my body is changing. And then the one thing I didn't touch on so far is exercise. So in the last week, I went kayaking once. We did that Sunday of last week. And then I've been like walk, run, jogging 3 times this week. I want to get rollerblades. I wanted to get rollerblades or roller skates. I wanted to get roller skates for a while. I think that our sidewalks are well enough paid for it. I used to roller skate when I was like 13 or 14, but they've been out of my size everywhere I've looked. Apparently just like quarantine caused a shortage. So I was talking to one of my friends that roller skates. She does roller derby, and she was telling me that there's like a shortage of roller skates. And I was like, what? It's crazy to me. So I might buy a pair of roller skates and see, because I mean, that's gonna burn a lot of energy. It's been a while since I've been roller skating, so I could just be lining myself up for an injury, but I don't know. I maybe I'll get a bike. I enjoy jogging, but I think that maybe putting a little bit more variety. Like, I enjoy jogging and I enjoy going out by myself. I love when my mom comes with me, but I like going out by myself because I can push my running time, and I really do want to get down to an 11 minute 5-second running time. And I think that just, I don't know, varying the exercise would help me want to exercise more. Like, if I don't feel like jogging, oh, I can roller skate. If I don't feel like roller skating, oh, I can bike. Because like, I love kayaking, and I would kayak every day if I could. If we had like a pond behind our house, I'd be out there all the time. But it's just a lot to like put the kayaks on the car and then drive them somewhere and then take them off. And then when you get home, you have to wash them off because you don't want to leave like dirt or residue on the kayak. So I would kayak every day if I could, but I can't. The one thing I'm looking forward to most about this journey is I have a list of 100 things that I can't do without losing at least 100 pounds. So I like extreme stuff, and a lot of extreme stuff you need to be like a certain weight for. So the first 2 things on that list are I have to be 299 pounds or less. I think 300 pounds is like the limit to go ziplining at the zip lines in Vegas. There's some downtown Vegas and there's some on the Strip, and I've wanted to do them, but I haven't been able to. So they made the list, and they're kind of like at the top of the list because they require the least amount of weight to lose. And then the other thing I want to do is bungee jump off of the Stratosphere Hotel, which is this really tall hotel in Vegas. It's, I mean, I have to look it up because like, I don't, jump off the Stratosphere. I can't remember. It's called Sky Jump. Oh, Okay, so I swear that I read this. So I just found out that you have to be 265 pounds to jump off the stratosphere, which is a lot less than I remember it being when I read this last time. Okay, well, so jumping off the stratosphere is on my list, but you have to be 265, so that is not, I was hoping, the plan was to get under 300 and go jump off the stratosphere, it's called the sky jump, and then also go ziplining at both the zip lines and do like a little, I wanted to like bring my camera and my GoPro and go on like a little 3-day weekend and like share that with everybody that's following my weight loss journey, because like one of the first goals that I have, like, but I guess I'm gonna have to change what I do first. I mean, I guess I could do the zip lines first still, but maybe there's a zip line in Florida I could do instead. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research, because I swear that when I wrote that down, it was $299. Okay, well, now we know. Now everybody knows it's $265. I mean, I'm gonna get down past that weight anyway, so it's just kind of, oh, whenever I do go, I'll definitely bring my camera and my GoPro and shoot a little montage of me achieving one of my things. The list is long too, so, well, I remind myself every day that I'm getting that much closer. I'll get there one day. Might not be as soon as I wanted it to be, but oh well. What a note to end the video on. If you made it to this part in the video, instead of asking you to subscribe, I want to leave you with some like advice. Dr. Seuss went to write children's books, and he was rejected 27 times before a publisher looked at his children's books and published his first book. Then he went on to publish 60 books. They inspired film, like theater shows, TV shows, a whole ride at Islands of Adventure. And he's iconic. He's got 600 million books out there in 20 different languages. And he got rejected 27 times. And the world would be way different had he not been persistent about following his dreams. So I just want to remind you that even if your dreams aren't weight loss oriented, and they're just dreams, you just have a dream of something, keep going. Because it's worth it and you're worth it. And this is coming from somebody that doesn't know you on the internet, but if Dr. Seuss can get rejected 27 times and then write 60 iconic books, such as The Cat in the Hat, The Lorax, things like One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. I mean, we grew up on those books. Had he just given up after the first time, we wouldn't all have those books in our childhood memories. So that's the advice I'm gonna leave you with. I hope you have a good day, morning, evening, night, week, weekend, wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you guys next time.